Hello and welcome to Let's Talk TV Gimmicks. I'm Paul, the guy behind DrivingMaul, and thank you very much for joining me. Do feel free to put any comments in, always up for a good rugby chat about this kind of stuff. So, TV has got a problem, especially with Super Rugby, in that basically the number of people watching it have dropped off, or no one's really watching it anymore. Of course, that's an exaggeration, but it's not at the numbers that it used to be. And in response to that, we're seeing the TV companies, especially Fox, trying some interesting new things. Now, obviously, over the last couple of seasons, we've had the half-time interviews with players. We've also had mid-game interviews with the coaches as well. I mean, it's not like the coaches have got anything else to do during that time, like doing their job or anything. No, hey, you've just got to take time away from watching the game to talk to the commentators. Which is supposed to all give us extra insight into the game, but I'm not sure it's really giving us that much. We're getting a lot of canned responses, etc. And we've seen Fox taking it to a new level this season. So this season we've had heart rate monitors on the coaches from in Australia during Super Rugby, which really I'm not sure adds anything to it at all, apart from just an extra caption that they get to show. And also, we had an incident early on where they tried out doing a post-try interviews. Basically, a reporter ran onto the pitch and interviewed the player who had just scored a try. Now, in this instance, the player had to run quite a distance, so he was absolutely out of breath anyway, and obviously he's trying to concentrate on other things. So his answers were barely legible and really a total waste of time. But from what I understand, Fox thought they executed it badly rather than necessarily thought it was such a bad idea per se. So we're probably going to see some of that come back again. It'd be interesting to hear what your thoughts are as to what new TV gimmicks we can come up with, or what they could do extra. To be fair to them, let's be honest, the reverse camera angle and slow motion replays were gimmicks back in the day, but now are considered essential viewing. And even though we are getting these half-time interviews being canned, I can see that has become sort of standard. Unfortunately, the reason I'm talking about TV gimmicks really is that at the weekend it was taken a step too far over in Sky, by Sky over in New Zealand. There have been comments that the interviewer sounded drunk, but even if he was sober and wasn't slurring his words, then some of the comments he was coming out with were just plain embarrassing and not suitable for the opposition to have to comment on. He was basically asking the Stormers player how he stops a juggernaut, which the Stormers player looked at him blankly as to say, "What are you asking me?" And then he went on to say, "Well, a team like the Crusaders, who are just a juggernaut, just steamrolling you, how do you stop them?" And that kind of comment, especially that sort of partisan style of comment, is really unsuitable for a player to have to put up with during half-time. And whilst they've said that his slurred speech, etc., was down to technical issues that he couldn't hear, there's been no apologies around the actual style of what he said. And unfortunately, I think we could end up with comments like this or worse being put to players during a game when really they should not be putting up with that kind of comments. If it comes from opposition players during a game, well, that's one thing. Coming from the host broadcaster is a different ballgame entirely. So yes, I understand that the TV companies are trying to spice things up, and they are losing viewerships, but I think they are going the wrong way about it with these sort of things. So let me know your thoughts, and please do share if you've enjoyed this, or give it the old thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. And don't forget to sign up for my weekly newsletter. Link above in Twitter, link below down in YouTube. It is a quick one today, but I just thought I would cover off my thoughts around that sort of topic. Cheers, and catch me tomorrow for another video.